Hey guys, welcome to my Ratchet and Clank 1 80% tutorial. Let's get started here. So this is going to be a beginner route with this category. All you got to do is do some macaronis right here. This is literally just for anybody looking to get into this game. Maybe you played this game when you were a kid and you really enjoyed it, and you want to come back to it for some adult fun, and it's just not the same playing through it casually. It just feels too childish. So maybe you want to do something more adult-like, even though it's still very childlike to speedrun a video game. But anyways, that might be what you're looking for. So this tutorial should be perfect for you. Teach you some easy beginner strats to get into speedrunning the game, so you can improve your movement and platforming abilities before implementing a lot of the harder movement tech in this game. But this is just a very basic beginner route, very easy. Don't do that double jump that I just did. Just walk around. Please don't do that double jump. And collect these bolts over here too. Just make it a lot easier. That double jump is not a beginner strat. I just did it out of muscle memory. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, just don't do the double jump there. Just go around the gap. Now Novalis river skip is going to be kind of tough, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to try to keep your momentum off this elevator by standing on it and then going. I went a little bit late, so it didn't work, but you're going to want to single jump into the river, hold forwards the whole time, and jump out of the river at the right time. And it'll work every time if you jump towards the end of Ratchet's swim animation and you're close enough to grab the ledge. The end of Ratchet's swim animation is what causes Ratchet to gain extra height during his jump out of the water. If you jump too early during his swim animation, that's what causes you to not gain enough height to grab the ledge. Here, you're going to want to do the same thing. Try to preserve your momentum off the elevator. And there you go. 2 minute Novalis. Okay. You could do that in under a minute 50 seconds with this route pretty easily, if you have good macaronis, which you probably don't if you're a beginner. I definitely did not for years. Remember not to get discouraged when trying to learn a lot of the harder movement tech in this game. The movement tech in this game is brutal, and a lot of the tech just takes hours of sitting and practicing just to get one individual tech down consistently, let alone the dozens that are in this game. I know I've spent hours on just PDA side flips, hours on just infinite long jumps. The trick to killing that helicopter is to be in the middle or the back of the hitbox as you hyper strike, by the way. Now, you can kill these red enemies down here if you don't get 1,000 bolts. I did, so we're all good. Click start, triangle start, and then do a long jump, do a side flip, and tap square a bunch to get your hyper strike up onto that ledge. Here you're going to want to run at this and do 2 long jumps. And then bam. Like that. And you're on the elevator. And just do some neutral movement. And you're here. Easy. Do some more neutral movement. You're here in no time. Now, try to long jump. You're supposed to long jump and ledge grab this. Don't even touch that first one. Here, mash X and glide some. And if you glide forwards too far, what'll happen is that guy will not shoot at you and he'll just run away. So with a little bit of practice, you'll be able to feel. There's a checkpoint right there anyways. With a little practice, you'll be able to feel out how far forwards you're supposed to glide there. You don't really have to go forwards very far at all, just enough that the guy can shoot you. Now here, do some neutral movement, grab this info bot, and reload. Now, the reason why we reload the game here is now that we've completed the main objective of the level, when you reload the level is in a revisit state. And because the level is in a revisit state and we're low on bolts, the developers decided to put a mechanic in the game once per save file, where when you revisit a planet, you can get a bunch of extra bolts out of it. Now there, if I hit that neutral long jump, I might have made that chain across the gap. You could try it. If you don't get the chain, just come over here and kill one frog. The mechanic requires you to kill one frog and not pick up the bolts. So kill one frog and don't pick up his bolts. You can side flip up here and wrench swing to get here. And now here, a lot of people would long jump, but for a beginner, I'm gonna say high jump. And you want to be facing this way. If you're facing this way or this way, it won't really work. You want to face this way and tap X, and you'll get a double jump on your first X mash every time. If you face the correct direction there. Now here, you're gonna touch this bomb crate and come over here. You're gonna stand about right here. You're gonna go in first person mode, and you're gonna throw 2 bombs, and then throw another bomb here. And you'll end up with 4,000 bolts from these crates right here. Now I'm a little bit low on bolts. That's perfect for a tutorial run explanation, because then I can get some extra bolts here and show you exactly what to do. You can long jump there to grab that. You try to do a side flip SI there if you can. If not, no big deal. Not really a big deal. This tower is mostly cycle based, so most of the time it doesn't matter how fast you go around it. Just do a high jump, get up here, and when you single jump, you'll be able to bypass some of that collision and start wall jumping early. And then here, grab the swing shot, and we are off to planet Eudora now. Now, on planet Eudora, because of the Jankpot glitch, the Jankpot glitch is still active, and it's only active in part 2 of the Jankpot glitch, where none of the bolts on any of the planets give you a reasonable crate value until you've broken them and collected bolts, or you kill an enemy. And so what we're going to do here is we're just going to throw a bomb at that enemy at the start of Eudora, like that, just to deactivate the Jankpot glitch. And now the next time that we break a set of crates, we will get plenty of crates out of it. If you do not kill the enemy, you're not going to get very many bolts from any of the crates on Blar. So now that we've killed that enemy, we're good to go. And that, because we're so low on bolts, killing that enemy was a really good thing to do as well. Now, if you were at 3,000 bolts here, you don't need to collect this crate right here. But because we're not at 3,000 bolts, we're going to go and collect this crate. And now we're almost there. Now, as a beginner, you're going to have to be able to do this tech here called a camera push. And it's pretty easy, to be honest with you. So, you can throw bombs at these targets. Go past these enemies. Now, in order to do this camera push, you're going to have to hold the crouch button and hold straight up and face Ratchet back towards the camera. And then just push this camera into this doorway until it goes down like this, and then you can input a flip, and it just works every time. That's one of the simplest cam pushes in the run. You kill those frogs, and then you break all these for extra bolts. And then you can clip back out here. I didn't do a backflip, but here you want to stand right here in this corner right here, and then do a backflip like that, and just die. And that's the best way to die, and the fastest way to get an extra 1,000 bolts here. So if you are not good at the camera pushes whatsoever, you don't have to collect those bolts that I just collected in Death Abuse. If you have no problem with them, if you're really good at them and they come natural, you can grab those extra bolts and they're really fast. But if you don't grab those extra bolts, you're going to want to go through this warship like normal, go through the whole warship, kill the enemies, grab the bolts along the way, hit the big red button, kill the 3 crab enemies on the way back to the info bot, and just ride the Blarg ship back. Now, if you're good at cam pushes and they come pretty natural to you, you can stand in front of this black line, pretty much on this blue line, right? Just a little bit on this blue line here. And then you can hold down on the left stick and push the camera, right? Until the camera starts to go there. and then you can flip and clip out of bounds, right? If you're good at cam pushes, that's going to be a normal cam push, pretty easy. And you can do another cam push right here and die and death abuse, right? But I'm not going to death abuse. I'm going to show you what to do if you once you have already grabbed all of the bolts. No, come on. This invisible wall is huge, man. All right, I have to come over here. I'm pretty sure here. So let's say that you grab that you land back in bounds, right? Like you accidentally. Oh, am I stuck? I can't be stuck. What? This can't be stuck, can it? I think I'm stuck. I don't know if the soft lock, the anti-soft lock mechanism is going to kick in here. I don't think it is. Oh, okay, so I'm going to have to kill myself with the Rackman really quick. That is unfortunate how that just happened. But let's say that you get the checkpoint, you messed up the flip clip, or let's say you don't need that many bolts and you just have to go push the big red button. This is weird that Blarg is in this state right now. But anyways, so what you could do is you could just come here. I messed that up big time. So I didn't even get the camera stuck, but get the camera stuck and do a backflip right here. And then you can grab this info bot and just reload the level. Obviously, if you can get the first cam flip, you can just reload the level and be you don't have to reload the level, but yeah. Blarg is pretty easy, pretty simple. It's just some cam pushes. So here, you're on Rilgar. Rilgar is a really annoying planet for a lot of beginners, but I'm about to make it easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So all you're going to want to do, you're going to want to come here. You're going to want to walk and long jump like this, swim over here, and glide to right here. You're going to want to do 1, 2 swims, and jump. And sometimes you don't quite make it. Sometimes you don't quite make it, but I mean, it happens. Like, I really don't know what else to do about it. But yeah, just try to get a good big long jump like that, and you'll make it as long as you get a good long jump. Just do another long jump from there and swim over here, and you got it, man. Okay. Now just work your way over to this guy. You want to do like 3 neutral long jumps. Sometimes you'll overshoot. It's fine when you overshoot. Just grab the swing shot node. Do some swag back to the ship. There you go. Now you're on Umbris. Umbris is pretty free as well. With this new strat that I came up with. So all you gotta do here is single jump. And then swing it back to the left. Swing around in a circle like that. Throw the bomb at those. I got lucky there. Throw some bombs at those. Throw a bomb at this guy. So here, you're gonna want to come here. You're gonna want to. Oh, I got really unlucky. That can happen here. So pretend that you just went there again the way that I just showed you. So come here. and you do a high jump off this tree as such. It's kind of inconsistent, but you should be able to get it in a few tries if you try it. Now here, and you just swing shot that swing shot node. It'll put you straight through to here. Now you want to fall off this edge and grab this node while you sink into the mud, and then you'll have Ghost Ratchet, and you can go through all kinds of obstacles. Now you should be able to make your way right here with a lot of ease with Ghost Ratchet. Then here, you're just gonna want to let Ratchet climb up that, and you're gonna want to grab this ledge and go around here. Now this skips a checkpoint. It's very important for the future. So I'm gonna go around that ledge. You're just gonna want to jump through here and land right here, and you want to turn your camera to the side, and it'll load this bridge in for you. If you don't turn your camera to the side, you're screwed, because you can't see this bridge at all. Now you just want to do your best movement over to here and glide down. You might have to start glide more if you don't get as good of movement there, but pretty much try your best. Now here you can fall down in the void, or you can die in the lava. Doesn't really matter either way. Now here, just go ahead and make your way down here. I totally screwed that up, but then just do something like this. Do a long jump right here. Oh, well, I hadn't really planned this part of Umbris out yet. So, just fair enough for me. But yeah, just do some movement. Do a couple long jumps and get on this bridge. Throw a bomb at this guy. I mean, the respawn, the checkpoint's right there. I mean, I'm sure you can do it. There we go. That's Umbris in like 3 minutes. I died a few times there, and it was still only 3 minutes. So, yeah. I didn't even do ILJs. Still screwed it up. So, now, we're on Battalia here. And Battalia is going to have our first proxy of the run in it. First real proxy. So what you're going to want to do here on Battalia is get that guy with the bomb. And then you're going to want to do this flip clip right here. This flip clip will just give you so many bolts. So many bolts. Never have to worry about bolts again. Damn. And then, once you're here, a really easy beginner flip clip is to go right here and use the right side of this wall. Bam. And you're out of there. Now that'll happen a lot, especially if you don't know how to midair. Just come down here, hyper strike onto this pipe, or fall off of it and jump back up and break it. You have to break that pipe to jump up it. Try to get some good neutral movement like that going. And single jump onto this plant and high jump up like this. You'll get it every time. Now walk back, walk left, and long jump down here. Long jump, side flip, long jump. And you should get the river skip like that with pretty beginner movement. Now you can break these crates along the way. They're pretty worth it. There's a bomb in there too. You're gonna want to high jump off these. And now, what you're gonna want to do here is throw a bomb at these and pick up this bomb without getting the gold bolt. Sometimes you don't pick it up. So you want to stand anywhere from here to here where this plant's at. You don't want to stand on this wall because it's a different angle. You want to stand against this wall. And you want to throw a bomb at this angle away from the wall to turn Ratchet around really quickly. If you're low on bombs, you can just hold R1 and turn around. Or you could throw a bomb to turn around. But here, while facing this direction, tap L1 circle. Bop, like that. And it should work every time. If you can't do that cam proxy, you should high jump and land right here like this and walk up. And then you can just do some SIs off this. Now, this is an easy part. All you got to do is walk left some on this rock. You want to be between here and here on the rock, and you just want to swing down at this edge, put the camera down below Ratchet, and it's very simple. You just hold down on both sticks, or if you're on inverted camera, you'll have to hold up on the camera, but to make it go down. But you put the camera under Ratchet, nudge it into this wall, and you can tap circle. As soon as you see the camera do that weird thing where it clips underneath Ratchet, you can click circle. And as soon as you click circle, you want to wrench swing left and high jump. And that's pretty easy, to be honest with you. Yeah, you just hold down on both sticks, you click circle, and then you don't even have to wrench swing left either. You just have to wrench swing and high jump, and you can make it. Wrench swinging left is just more optimal. Now here you do the same thing. You hold straight down both sticks, you nudge the camera into the wall, and it causes Ratchet to get proxied when you throw a bomb. And then here, you just glide onto the rail and long jump down here. Pretty simple Battalia. If you have less than 4 bombs, I would grab bombs here, but since I have 4 bombs, I'm good. You just need 4 bombs for Gaspar, 1 bomb for the set of crates on the very first set of crates on Gaspar, and then 3 bombs for the other 3 crates beside the pilot's helmet. And now here, you're gonna want to do a Clank proxy and a Clank clip. It's not a normal Clank clip though, so you got to hold the camera into this box and punch, and then tap up on D-pad. And what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be looking at this black hexagon on Clank's back, and you notice every time I tap forwards, Clank will jitter forwards, and then he'll stop. And that part where he stops right after the jitter is the part that you want to look for. And you want to look at Clank's hexagon on his back. You want to look at that black hexagon, and you want to look at the line on the very left. There's the 6 sides of the hexagon, like right? You want to look at this one on the left, the one on his very left that's just straight up and down. And it's the very leftmost black line. You don't want to look at that thick black bar. You want to look at the individual pixel line that's black on the very left of Clank. And you need to punch into the tree every attempt, or else you won't be far enough into the tree for the trick to work. Now you want to line that black line up by tapping D-pad and watching for the end of his walking animation like this. And you want to watch until you are just barely enough in the tree, and then you click X and up. And so that line just needs to be aligned with the bark of the tree, and the trick should work every time. Now you want to walk into this pipe at that angle that I did where I walked upright into the pipe angle. If not, just keep walking out of this pipe until you get this far out, and then you're good. Now I like to hold the camera up here. I walk forwards until Clank's ears are about right here in the pipe, and you'll get the proxy every time. Pretty simple. Now here we're going to skip the Magna Boots because they're slow, and it's really easy to skip the Magna Boots. So, okay. So we're on a pretty decent pace to beat the game pretty fast right now, even in a tutorial setting. So here, you're just going to want to do some movement. Doesn't matter what, to be honest. Throw a bomb at this. And then do these 3 high jumps right here. And then do a long jump here, turn, do a long jump here, and then single jump with your momentum out of the cutscene. And the enemies should have destroyed those crates for you. And I'm really good on bolts now. I have 2,000 bolts. And then you just death abuse. Now buy some bombs. You only need to buy like 35 bombs. I accidentally bought too many there. But generally try to aim to stop at 35 or 36 and only by that, because you'll see you will have extra bombs after the first boat on Pokitaru. Like, especially if you always have 40 bombs. So here, throw some bombs. That was stupid. Ratchet stopped seeing that fish because he jumped over the edge at just the wrong time, and it made him throw the bomb like super far away. It was really bad RNG. But yeah, just practice killing these fish. It's honestly just practice predicting where these fish are going to go and how to group them up. The right way to move to group them up. Here you're going to want to wrench swing and bomb the fish right after twice like that, and then do it one more time. Wrench swing as many fish as possible down to 1 HP and bomb them all at the same time. As you can see, I'm way over bombed. I could have had way less bombs and still ended up with 40 after that boat. Now, throw 2 bombs there. Now, go into first person mode on top of this and shoot these fish away. And when you come down here, try to break these crates and kill the fish at the same time. It'll normally work out pretty well for you. Here, grouping up those fish helped a lot, but you can't always get them grouped up very well, or as well as you want. I honestly got really, really lucky there with the fish RNG. I took my time and still went extremely fast. You can come back here and grab these bolts and bombs if you want. And when you jump on this windshield, you want to wrench swing towards the yellow handle. I always stand about on the right side of the windshield here and wrench swing towards the yellow handle to get a good, consistent Ratchet position. Here, you're going to want to hold up on your camera the whole time during this boat ride like this. And you're going to want to swing at every fish that you see. And then sometimes up to 2 fish, sometimes only 1 fish. And then you're going to want to turn left and right based on where the fish are at. And you're going to want to bomb the fish when they're laying on their side animation after taking damage, like that. Grab all the bolts on the ship. Try not to do what I just did. And here, you can hyper strike this fish on the right if they're not grouped together properly. That's the fastest method if they're not grouped at all. Here, if you don't get lucky and get one of the fish to fall into those TNT crates, just throw a bomb at the TNT crates. You need them for bolts. Just do a couple long jumps. Here, go into first person mode. I'm so glad I didn't die. Yeah, try to kill all the fish before you go into first person mode. And here, just walk in the pond, get your correct angle, long jump and side flip. And you can try to clip back out still if you have time by side flipping at this door.
We're here.
But it's pretty difficult to clip back out. Now, that can happen too. That's why you want to be in the center of the button. And then here, just do the old ship fight. It's much easier, much less hassle. And if you screw this ship fight up, get bad RNG, it's much less punishing for screwing it up than what screwing up the new ship fight is. And you really want to understand everything that has to do with killing these ships before you learn the new ship fight, which learning this fight will help you do. And then if you want, you can choose to learn the new ship fight once you have that fight down correctly and consistently. So here, throw a bomb at those, break these, grab the bombs, and we're off to Orxon 2. That wasn't a bad Pokitaru, actually. For a Pokitaru with the old ship fight, a 428 is pretty good. A sub 430 is pretty good for doing the old ship fight method. Here, you just want to do a couple grounded thrusts to get over here fast. Swing the wrench. Come over here. and bomb these guys. And then you have the checkpoint, so you're safe now. Now just grab this guy's first trigger and do a ground pound cancel right here. Now in order to do a ground pound cancel, you have to hold neutral on the left stick and click R1, and then click X during the height gain portion of the ground pound. Now I'm going to show you a simple backup strat you can do if you mess that up like me. It doesn't work if that's there, but yeah, you can do a cam proxy right there and go over and just glide behind the force field. But what you're going to want to do is not wake up the guys and walk into this corner, and you could just hold left on your analog stick now, and as soon as Ratchet starts walking, oh, don't do that. Oh, well, I screwed up the backup too. That's what the checkpoint's for. So, yeah, now I can show you what it's like to not even wake the guys up to begin with. So, go here, you do a ground pound cancel, grab that checkpoint. That's way back there. We already grabbed it forever ago. My brain just rotted from playing too much Ratchet and Clank. That's why I'm saying the wrong words. But so, here, we go here, you turn left, and you flick left on left stick again at the end of your jump. Just do a double jump ground pound cancel, and you can make that even with a ledge grab. You'll be fine. And here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to double jump hyper strike, and then do a ground pound cancel to make it up here. And that should work every time. And now here, you're going to want to do the same thing. Hold straight down on the left stick. And then you're going to want to hold down to wrench swing also. And then you can just do a double jump and try to land on that pipe right there. Now, landing on that pipe is actually terrible. I hate landing on the pipe. But yeah, and then for this proxy, you want to be standing anywhere from the middle line here to this white line on the roof of this thing. You want to be standing in between those two lines. And yeah, you just want to throw the bomb straight down, throw the wrench straight down. And you can even land on this one too, if you don't want to land on the one beneath, which I would understand, because I hate the pipe that's below there. It's really annoying. And here you just tap left on Ratchet while falling and hold straight forwards, and you'll clip like that. And then if you really need extra bolts, grab those bolts on the left, but probably don't need them. On to Hovind we go. Now for Hovind, you're going to want to do infinite side flips, which sounds tough, but it's really not. So you just have to put Ratchet's feet on the edge of the ledge. If Ratchet's feet aren't on the very edge of the ledge, like right here, it's not going to work. But honestly, for a beginner, I would recommend you come over here and just do some movement over here like this. And then on the left side of this platform, you don't want to do it on the right side, because that platform will go underneath of you. The moving platform will actually go underneath of the path Ratchet takes, and that will cause your infinite side flips to drop, because the game detects a normal platform underneath Ratchet and not the ice surface that makes this trick work. And so you want to double jump with Ratchet's feet completely off the ledge. That was bullcrap. The damage animation canceled my wrench swing and stored the wrench swing momentum and knocked me off the ledge. So here you just want to double jump right here like this, and you can click R1 and X and just do a ground pound cancel input, but flick the stick sideways. Just do a side flip input. Basically, just do ground pound with a side flip input afterwards, like R1 X left stick, and you'll get the infinite side flips every time. Now when you walk into this, you want to already be facing at the ship like this, and you want to watch this ship bob up and down as you defeat it. You want to watch the ship bob up and down, and you want to bob your aim up and down to shoot at these high impact areas, these critical hit areas on the ship that cause multiple times more damage than what it normally would. Where I'm aiming right now is the critical hit spot, and as you can see, as the ship moves up and down, I move up, and I move between the two critical hit spots on those two turns. Now, you'll probably have to be consistent in a run, to kill all of the ships that I am right here. Now this last one is just in this spot in the bottom left corner. You just have to bob up and down with it. And there you go. And now you want Ratchet to be at his maximum speed velocity during a ground pound. So you're going to want to hold up on D-pad after this cutscene and click X and double tap R1 in order to ground pound as soon as possible during Ratchet's single jump like that. So let's just do that off the ledge. And Ratchet reaches his max terminal velocity and speed clips through the ice on the way down. And that's what you want to do on Hovind. Just go over there to that side and do your infinite side flips up to the platform. And then do that ship fight and do the death abuse. And now you're going to want to click triangle and hold start at the start of this planet. And then you're going to want to hold up on the camera to reduce lag here. Now you can just double jump thrust and single jump to get through that floor. And then you can just do 2 ground pound cancels here. And now for this, I only have 1 bomb. So I'm going to have to turn around in a different way than normal. If I had the helipack, I could double tap R1, but I can't. I failed the cam proxy. So currently, I am stuck. So I'm going to grab these bolts and die so that I can buy some bombs. Normally, you wouldn't be low on bombs here, but I've done some extra bomb stuff just for purpose of explanation. So I didn't have as many bombs. So, like I said, just double jump thrust, and you can either high jump or single jump to clip through there. Same thing here. This is the hardest ground pound cancel you're going to do in the run. And then here, yeah, just make your way over here with some basic thruster movement. Then, yeah, you can even throw a bomb at this. If you have a ton of bombs, you can do that. Then just hit that from underneath. I have so many bolts. I'm kind of over bolted, to be honest. I don't need these bolts, but most runs you're gonna have to collect those bolts. You want to be at about like 2,500 right there after collecting those bolts, or not collecting them. To be honest, I'm about 700 bolts over bolted. Nothing wrong with that. You'll collect the same bolts that I just collected in this run, and you'll be 700 under bolted sometimes right here, or after Old Tannis even, and it's really quite annoying. But here we're just gonna do a simple. We're gonna do 2 more ledge proxies right here. So you're just gonna hold down left, and you're gonna hold down on both sticks like before. Nudge the camera. Tap up and proxy up here, and you're going to want to aim to land over here. With a little practice, this won't be too hard for you. So just proxy and fall and land right there. And then same thing here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at this black line here, and I always wrench swing my first swing parallel with this line, or I try to make it parallel with the line, and I do my second swing a little bit further down than that. And you just swing the wrench twice in that direction, and then you can do this proxy. Now you're going to want to aim for the vendor. You're going to want to go straight at the green vendor box. At this box right here, whenever you're falling from the proxy, you want to fall towards this box, and you should hit the trigger every single time out of that proxy. And now you grab the PDA. If you're really low on bolts, you can grab those crates right there beside the vendor, besides the PDA vendor. But you should always grab these crates because they give a lot. Sometimes these crates can really screw you over, and you won't have any bolts. You'll have like 1,400 bolts still, 1,500 bolts, 1,700. Like if you get really screwed by crates in the run. But most of the time, you'll be pretty good. You'll have less bolts than I have now, but I just got really lucky and got a lot of bolts in this run. So. All right, on to Quartu. So Quartu is a pretty easy planet. So basically, if you don't know how to do a PDA single jump SI off of a slope, all you have to do is hold neutral, click circle, triangle, X. And you will be able to jump off of a slope with just the PDA. And that's what we're going to do here. So let's do 5 PDA side flips here. Now you're going to do a ground pound cancel like this. And you're going to instantly PDA side flip. And then you can do your PDA jumps off this slope here. You can double jump if you want, like that. And then, bam, we're at the end of the level. Kill this guy. Equip your PDA, your bomb glove. Now, if you're crazy low on bolts, if you're really low on bolts, definitely, if you have less than 1,200 here, grab these. And you grab these crates over here in Death Abuse. I'm not grabbing them because I'm already over bolted. But if you have less than 1,200 bolts, grab those crates. And then even if you have less than 1,100, still at that point where you respawn after grabbing both of those crates down there, you still have less than 1,100. Grab those crates by the ship too, and then you'll have plenty of crates for the rest of the run. And now on Fleet, you're going to want to grab the crates on the left as soon as you spawn, and then do another thrust off the ground like this. You can grab here, ledge grab here, and just jump up, and you'll clip right out of bounds. And now here, you're going to want to try to do just a very simple long jump chain here. Now, you can do this with just long jumps and neutral cancels. Neutral cancels gain more speed, so I like to do it with neutral cancels, but just try to do something like that. It's always going to be pretty slow because it's just long jumps. And then equip your thruster pack here. Do a ground pound cancel after an extended double jump like that. Then do some of these. You don't have to infinite jump, but if you can infinite jump, do it across this gap at this point. Infinite jump with some ground pound cancels. If not, PDA side flip thrusts work too. Now here, you're just going to want to glide right into this wall like this, and you'll be good as long as you don't go into the doorway. You want to go into the side of that wall the way that I did there. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. On to Veldin 2. Now, on Veldin 2, this is going to be one of the more difficult planets also, just like Fleet was with that chain. Now, you're just going to want to do some long jumps, maybe some lag jumps, grab these bolts and die. Normally, you'll have about 1,700 bolts here, but I'm like way over bolted. So you would normally grab all the bolts in this room, use the thruster pack or bomb glove, whatever you want. Grab them until you have 2,500. I grabbed them all just for example, but once you have 2,500 bolts, you don't need any more bolts, you're good. Now, if you're really a beginner, you're going to want to, if you don't feel comfortable doing Drek like normal, you're going to need just a little bit more ammo. So go ahead and double up your ammo. Now, do something like this. Now, once you get here, you're going to want to glide. And you're going to want to do some PDA jumps like this. And glide down to here. Once you get here, do some thrusts off these slopes like this. And then just work your way over here. Now, you really don't want to spawn Drek, so you need to stay on the right side here, or else Drek will spawn. And here, do 7 PDA side flip thrusts. And then after 7 PDA side flip thrusts, don't go too far left. Try to aim for the left side of this thing right here. Once you're here in front of it, try to do 10 of these double jump thrusts. And you really have to space out your... See, I already messed it up. You really have to space out your double jump to do your second jump as late as possible. And you have to do your thrust really late into the double jump as well. If you really want to make this in 10 double jump thrusts. As you can see, it's not that important that you make it in 10. I messed it up a lot. But yeah, as you can see, you're here at Drek in a pretty reasonable amount of time still. Still going really fast. Here, Drek will probably do some stupid move and not give you the bomb move. Just do some movement to catch up to him. And don't hover like that. Yeah. And then just always single jump into Drek as he does that. Like, try to catch up to him and single jump. And when you single jump, it just allows you to get a lot more damage in on him. The single jump, like that, right there, as he's pressing down on the button, basically. And then that will help you get a lot more damage in on Drek. And there you go. That's Ratchet and Clank 1, done in 45 minutes with a beginner route. I'm sure this can be done in under 40 minutes with this route. So have fun, and good luck on learning. Good luck on learning more tech. Of course, as you learn more tech, you can implement more strats, bring your time down even more. But yeah, good luck on a sub 40 with this route. Any beginners out there? I'll talk to you later.